Good morning. It's Kathryne Gardette coming to you with version 2 for Valentine's Day, live from Cafe Vivace. We're here talking Walnut Hills. We're talking education right now. Now you have preschool, you have elementary, you have high school, and then you have university. And Walnut Hills is fortunate to have all of the offerings, and we're going to talk with Sarah with Union Institute about higher education. How long has Union been in the community of Walnut Hills?
Union has been in Walnut Hills since the mid-90s when it located to the current buildings at 440 up McMillan, and they renovated those buildings and put them on the historic registry.
So those buildings, if you're not aware, if you're coming down McMillan, you've just gotten off of 71 South, they're the beautiful buildings that used to be the watch factory. And I know that it was more than a notion with those buildings. Can you elaborate on how you ensured that history of this city stayed intact?
Well, I mean, our roots in Cincinnati are important to us, and so we went through the process of making sure it was on the historical registry and paid attention to historical pieces as we were renovating and anchoring the buildings.
One of my favorite rooms in the building is that boardroom.
Yes, the boardroom is lovely.
It is. Can you explain to the audience why it's so loved?
When you walk in, the history is right there. I mean, there's the windows off to the side, and you can see out into the city. There's the big long table, and then there's portraits of all the presidents from the university that line the walls. But you know, you can hear the voices, and you know that learning has taken place, and it's great.
I appreciate that Union Institute is not your normal higher education. So share with us why one would come to Union. What type of student?
Well, since our inception, we have served adult and non-traditional students. So many of the staff and employees have been working or adult students themselves. So we really understand the balance that it takes to be have your obligations to family and to work, and also want to pursue your academic career, either at the bachelor's level, the master's level, the doctoral level. We have a PhD in interdisciplinary studies with different concentrations. And so we really pay attention to that. We also value what students bring to the classroom. So prior learning experience or other professional training that they've gotten, there are avenues by which we can look at that and fit that into their degree plan, and also support them in studying what they want to study. It doesn't have to be a prescribed path.
What programs are at Union?
We have a lot of programs. So we have the bachelor's completion, mostly Bachelor of Science, and we have a liberal transfer in policy. We have master's degrees, one of which you can individualize. We have clinical mental health at the master's level. We've just launched an MBA in cybersecurity, so we've just launched that one. That's our new exciting program. And then we have the PhD in interdisciplinary studies, which has concentrations. You can study public policy and leadership. You can do education studies. And there's also a track for Martin Luther King studies, so looking at the life and work of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Fascinating. Things that you learn by having conversations. What is your role within the university?
I work in the Provost office. So I work with the faculty on faculty development and curriculum development, program development, and grants, of course. So support the academic side of the house.
If one wants to get more information about the university, how does one go about that?
The best way is our website, myunion.edu. They can also give
Slow that down and tell us again.
That always happens, doesn't it? When you're used to saying something 100 times. It's myunion.edu, so myunion.edu.
Great.
You're welcome.
Education is so important in the community. Right here in Walnut Hills, you can start as a preschooler and graduate with your PhD. in this neighborhood without leaving. That is the diversity that Walnut Hills brings to life. Sarah, I thank you for spending just a little bit of your day with us talking about Union Institute with us. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about the Institute?
Our programs are always developing, and we have some unique programs in the nation, like our maternal child health. So I encourage you to just check out what we have to offer.
So I'm going to throw out one little tidbit. When we talk about non-traditional, I have one of my sister's dearest friends is a graduate of Union Institute, and she is now very significant in a nonprofit. So I just want to say that, from my opinion, that Union Institute is a place that you go for transformation, that you are not being that non-traditional student, as you said, but you know that you want to make an impact in your community with the love that you have, the passion that you have, and this is a place that you can go get that education. So remember, myunion.edu. You'll end up talking to Sarah when you get to the Provost office about that educational component. But today, Valentine's Day, if you don't have Valentine's plans for lunch, come down to Cafe Vivace. Little Pang is here. You can get some miso soup. You can get some bibimbap. And, sorry, it's sold out tonight. No Eugene Goss. Maybe a few standing room only spots. But tomorrow, Mandy Gaines is here. So, come see Mandy on Saturday night. Also, tomorrow for Black History Month, Mortar is doing some programming over at the monastery. And as we all know, Walnut Hills is now a food desert. And one of the options that is happening for us is that On the Ground is doing a project for us to find out, where are people buying their foods now? What foods are needed in the neighborhood? So I want each of you to pull out your phone and text HELLO to 513-230-6899. Again, text HELLO to 513-230-6899. Help us be part of the food desert solution. It's Kathryne Gardette. I've come to you live from Cafe Vivace, sponsored by a Facebook Journalism Project Award. Have a great afternoon. Happy Valentine's Day.